Yeah, no, I think 3-game streak here, winning some games at home, and obviously we want to kind of take that momentum into the New Year's. I think Ben talked about there's a reason why we scheduled these two teams going into the Big Ten schedule. They have some Big Ten tendencies, some good coaching, and some good players. So we definitely want to kind of take that next step in the opponent kind of talent level, and I think this is two good teams that are going to allow us to do that. And then we just talk about protecting our home court and just trying to win games at home. And I think these next two games kind of set the tone for the Big Ten schedule and allow us to hopefully gain some more confidence going into that.
Parker, how have you felt 11 games into the season, and how's your knee doing?
Yeah, I feel great. Yeah, I think been doing a really good job, coaching staff and training staff, just trying to kind of figure out what's the best way to go about me as a and when it comes to a health standpoint. So but I'm feeling really good. I think just allowing myself extra time in the training room and extra time recovery, and just doing all the little things, make sure I'm getting all the sleep I need, and all that little stuff kind of adds up. But I think I'm feeling really good, and you don't really know how you're gonna necessarily feel. You practice versus games and the actual kind of next level you take in a basketball game. But I'm really happy with the way I feel, and I think we've been doing a really good job monitoring it, and hopefully it can kind of show on the court that I'm feeling pretty well. So yeah.
Ben says there's some times where he has to kind of manage you a little bit and figure out when rest might be helpful.
Yeah, for sure. And I think going through 2 major knee surgeries, it kind of just makes sense, So, but it's also just the relationship that me and Ben have, where I can just tell him, hey, this is not feeling right today, or maybe I'm feeling great today, or vice versa. So just kind of that communication, that open dialogue allows me to kind of have that trust in him, and him have that trust in me, that I'm not going to just push through something when it maybe isn't right today. So definitely just trying to continue that.
And kind of on the same lines, do you feel like you're kind of developing a role on the team?
Yeah, for sure. I'm getting more comfortable game by game, and it just takes time with the new offense, new players to play with, and all that. Yeah.
We do look at Elijah set the record like that. I mean, obviously, a lot of point guards these days, and you're one of them that maybe look to score as well as facilitate. But he's fine with having 2 points and then double figure assists the last 3 games.
Yeah, Elijah's job. What Elijah does makes my job a lot easier, because he makes it easy for me to make shots and finds me whenever I'm open. So yeah, I'm really appreciative of that.
And for you, Parker, just the way this team has a lot of athletes, I mean, it makes it pretty easy for you to just be able to go dunk it.
Yeah, I mean, I think just the way the offense is kind of set up, we talked about Elijah, and you can just see he's always looking to set somebody up, whether it's a backdoor lob for Josh, or a transition lob for Pharrell, or catching me in transition or in the offense as well. He has a really good knack for just finding guys in the right spot and allowing them to be successful. And like you said, we do have a lot of athletes, and we have a lot of guys that can play above the rim and make pretty athletic plays. And I've definitely been fortunate enough to have that in my career as well, and through the injuries, and I'm feeling really good and back doing those kind of things. So
is there such thing as having a single and it's a dunk? I mean, I know Ben likes to go for singles, but it feels like the home run plays are the highlight plays.
No, I think you're right, but I think at the same time, when we have that kind of level of a lot of athleticism, it's those big dunks give you those momentum boosts, and kind of feeling that energy from the crowd has been pretty cool the last couple games. And we had a pretty good atmosphere for the Nebraska game, but like I said, it's all protecting home court, and getting fans in the building and getting people excited to come watch us play basketball, because I think we play a pretty good brand of basketball, and I think it's an exciting brand, and hopefully people kind of want to come watch us.
Parker, what are the things you try to bring to the team off the bench?
Yeah, I think we've talked about kind of the slow couple starts that we had, and we wanted to kind of put that in the forefront and be like, hey, we don't want that to happen. It's obvious it's been happening, and we don't want it to happen. So for me personally, I just want to come in and bring energy. That's kind of who I have been as a player for a long time. I think people that have known me, I kind of play on one gear, and it's kind of full out, full pace, and I hope to just come in and bring that energy, kind of get that crowd engaged, and interact with the crowd a little bit. I think, at the same time, you got to get back on defense. You got to do that little stuff, but also like, interacting with the crowd and getting them excited about, big plays, whether it's me making the play or somebody else making a play. And then I think the leadership is the biggest thing, being an older guy. And I think the coaches trust me to kind of, keep our offense moving and keep it flowing, but also, quick little huddles and giving guys little confidence boosts. And I think, just at this stage in my career, it's not about necessarily going through a double team and trying to get a bucket, but it's more, making the right play and, having, other guys be successful in what they do really well. And, we have a lot of guys that can do pretty special things. So just getting the ball out of my hands and letting them make good plays.
Anything else?
Parker, on media day, we talked about mental health, and obviously Braden is going through something right now.
Yeah.
For somebody that's been vocal about that, what can you say to him or to us about him as he's going through something?
Yeah, I think it's just, just giving him love and continuing to show love to him. We think we have a pretty close group, and I think the one special thing about our team is we don't really have any, arrogant, all about themselves guys in the locker room. And with that being said, you kind of build that, relationship, and you form that bond. And, he's one of our brothers, and, we love him, and we're just continuing to tell him that we love him and to support him in whatever he needs. But at the same time, sometimes you just need that space and you just need that time, and allowing him to have that, but for him to know that, we're here if he ever needs us, and whatever that may be. And, like you said, I've dealt with it on my own as well. So it's, telling him, hey man, if you ever want to talk, if you ever want to, do whatever you need, just let me know. And I think, with my position being that older guy and being that leader, it's kind of that responsibility. And, I've expressed to him that I'm here if he needs me, and hopefully we have him back soon and